When I was 8 years old, my parents went on a holiday to Zimbabwe and ended up staying there. It was back in the day where Zimbabwe had just got out of its liberation struggle for independence, and so many people had left. There were very little jobs, so my dad was offered a company car and a company house. So he thought, this is an opportunity too good to miss, let's give it a try. We went to a school, and we used to walk to school every day, only 8 or 9 years old, we used to walk to school. And on the way back, we used to just wander around, and on one particular day we got invited to have lunch with the local road workers. There was 20 or 30 road workers, and they were surrounded by loads and loads of street signs and all of their tools. And they'd invited us to join them for a bite to eat, and we'd eat with them every now and again on the way back from school, but not realizing that that was the only meal of the day that they were having. And they were sharing that with us. And looking back, it's amazing to believe that we were having 3 or 4 meals a day and all the luxuries, but yet the one thing they had, they shared with us. So came to England, and very quickly I started to realize that people over there had very, very little, but yet they'd give so much. And that really stuck with me, and it got stronger and stronger. Finished university, got my first job at Hewlett-Packard, and all along I wanted to somehow give something back. And that's when I stumbled across the shoebox project. There were some leaflets where you could send a shoebox to a child that was in Africa, and at least they'd get a gift. Although I'd let the Lord into my life, I didn't have that moment, because some people spoke about a moment where everything just falls into place. And I had that. I was just stood at my desk. I wasn't even sitting down. And bang, it just hit me that Jesus is alive. He walked on this earth and died for us 2,000 years ago. And I think when that message hit me, I felt, right, I need to go and share that with other people. And I didn't feel that my calling was to go out and just shout about it. I felt that showing His love to children was the way to do it. And I thought the easiest way to do that is through a gift. So I left Hewlett-Packard and then started working after several different things for myself. And I noticed that working for myself, I was able to help, I had the time to help other people. The great thing with what I do is I supply laboratory equipment, and more often than not, especially with recycling, every piece of equipment that I took away, I'd start to keep a rough log of what that was worth, because that would be resold. So the first area to help was the Samaritan's Purse, because they did shoeboxes going to Africa and other places. And then also the local food bank. What shocked me is I was listening to UCB, and I heard that there was a food bank opening, because I didn't realise that we have such a problem in the UK. Started looking into it, and it turns out that 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 mothers miss a meal so they can feed their kids. And that just hit me where, you know, I felt somehow we've got to do something about this in our community. And then we made 3,000 shoeboxes, which were a new plastic design, particularly for Africa. They're much stronger and more hard-wearing than the cardboard ones. And of those 3,000, 1,500 went to Kenya and 1,500 went back to Zimbabwe. What really is brilliant about those countries is they are getting the message of Jesus' love across to people. It's a way of us giving something back, so that they're our brothers after all. And I think by them receiving that gift, they know someone out there loves them, someone cares for them, and then they have the option of learning more about Jesus' story, and the fact that there's hope for everyone. The most strong message that has come to me, and that I portray to anyone else, is that we have one life and we need to be bringing heaven to earth. A lot of people are waiting to get to heaven, you know, to go to some amazing place, but actually Jesus wanted us to have heaven on earth. He wanted us to love our neighbours, love our brothers, and share. And I think, you know, for every 10% we did for someone, they did their 10%, the world would be a different place.